Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. We are back with a game I haven't streamed in over a year. Maybe even more, I don't exactly remember. It's called the Shapeshifting Detective, as you can, that way, as you can see. And I streamed this, let me check approximately when. In February last year. January and February of last year, 2020. And the reason I'm streaming it again now is because there's a sequel, sort of, I think. Maybe it's a prequel, starring two of the characters from this game, and I don't remember a lot about the game, so I just wanted to replay it and get a feel for it. Get a feel for them. There's a bunch of silly, easy trophies I've missed. I only have 8 out of 21 trophies. So we're also gonna do some of that. But mostly we're just gonna play the game again and get reacquainted with Poe and Monroe before we play their sequel. I don't remember if Poe is the man or the woman, but that was Violet. This guy right here, I don't remember what his name is. This is either Poe or Monroe. I just don't remember who. I think that's the dead woman. Oh, right, we're solving murder. Again. There might be different things from when I played it last, because the game is, I don't know what the gaming term is, but like dynamic. There can be 3 different killers, I think, if I remember correctly. Possibly more. I might be wrong. I don't always remember things correctly. But yeah. Let's go. Resume. I don't know what that does. Nothing? Okay, Monroe is the woman, and Poe is the man. Her name is Alice Monroe, and his name is John Pope. New game, I guess. Will erase my save data. Well, if you're not going to resume, I guess I need to erase my save data. Yes, okay. And if you watched this before, oh, green screen, not happy with this side of my torso. Let's just call it torso instead of, yeah. If you watched it before.
Radio August, Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
There we go.
It's 5 o'clock, and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
I know some of the trophies I missed, but you're welcome to nudge me in the correct directions.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Okay. I shall.
You know why you're here, don't you?
Yes.
Then humor me. The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
This time? Yes.
It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else.
Okay.
This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
Is this a rhetorical question? I'm not gonna answer it.
Understood?
Okay, I guess this is not a
Splendid.
rhetorical question.
If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated. Deprecated.
I don't know
We
what the word
expect you to use
deprecated
your
means, but it
ability.
sounds scary.
Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
I'm not sure.
That's fine. It's yours for as long as you want it. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in.
Fun fact, Ash. I saw on her Twitter just the other day, she's cut her hair. It's about this long. Somewhere around here. It's hard to tell because it's kind of fluffy, but in a good way. I'm not good at describing haircuts in English. And it's very blonde. She looks very Marilyn Monroe. It suits her. You should look at her Twitter. Oh, and she also released something new. I saw on her IMDb. I think it's actually a movie, not a game, but I'm not sure.
It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
So, the murder?
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you?
I have not. The chief?
Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the
Dupont.
room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing.
I'm just looking for my room.
Yeah, it's a big place. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Bronwyn, pleased to meet you. I'm... Sam?
Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Maybe later. I'll come find you.
That sounds super. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
Last on the left, I guess?
Good. We're neighbours. Just knock if you need me.
Dimitri disappeared into the depths. Dr. Sheffield, do you read me? Dimitri was startled by the sudden voice in his
Let's
ear.
hail
He'd
a
almost forgotten
cab
about the earpiece he was
and
wearing.
go visit the chief.
Yes, Dr.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come.
DuPont.
But I suppose you're between jobs?
I'm Sam.
Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers.
Oh? Dorota Shaw? May I have more information?
Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered?
Oh, never mind. Why the tarot readers?
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up.
Crazy?
It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously.
Why isn't she in jail?
Because things. I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. A
Oh.
free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside.
No, we're not dimension hopping. Okay, we might be, but we're mostly shapeshifting. I'll try.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Help me out?
Do I have to spell it out?
Yeah?
Make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork.
Problem?
Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Tell me about Dorota.
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
Good on you, so am I. When was she killed?
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner. We got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
9th at 9. Where was she killed?
In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
I have a bit of a headache, by the way, in case I seem a little out of it. I have taken painkillers, they're not helping. What can you tell me about Violet?
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
Nothing.
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
What do we know?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Okay, let's go.
In the dark for fear of being mocked, or worse,
Let's
being
go to
declared
the guest
mentally
house.
unfit. He had already played back the audio tape from his recorder on the way back to his quarters, and was unable to discern any unusual sounds. This even meant the whispers were...
Let's visit
I assume
Violet.
you've been to see Chief DuPont already.
Yes, I just did. So there's a trophy. I know this, but it's kind of mean. But Ash would love it. The trophy is for turning into every single person and just asking Violet every single question there is. Sorry. So just a lot of talking to Violet. Ash, I don't know. I get a feeling Ash doesn't want me talking to Violet because Ash doesn't really care for Violet, right? I'm teasing. Ash might have a slight crush on Violet.
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Oh. I guess we're gonna have to ask everything.
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they?
So Dorota was nice?
Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
Oh. She was slutty?
Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead.
Oh, please do.
Ask her boyfriend.
Where do I find her boyfriend?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
Who are the other guests, did you say?
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Why do you want them to leave?
Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Hobos?
I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
What were you doing last night?
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember.
My
I
hair
imagine
looks
I was here
terrible
or
today.
getting groceries somewhere.
Let's just put the back up. Have you ever been to Dorota's house?
No, and I didn't murder her, if that's what you're asking.
Chief DuPont says you're taking pills. What for?
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
Mood. Clozapine's for schizophrenia, isn't it?
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
Okay, I
Language
guess I
wholly
know.
unknown to him, or any other man. Its harsh consonants and unearthly vowels chilled him to the bone.
Visit Bronwyn.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
Meanings of their words.
I'm not sure
This is how you
how it
die.
works, if I can transform into
You must be a
someone
new guest.
even
Or
if I
you're burglaring
haven't
us.
talked to them. So I'm just gonna meet
Rain, by the
everyone
way.
right now. I'm
Pleased
Sam.
to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way, so it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
Me too. I like to shower at 2 in the morning.
As he ascended the shaft, he wondered which part had been a dream and what.
Lexi.
Hi. Sam, is it? Come on in. Make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Okay, I think we're gonna skip
Concluded.
this for now.
Possibly caused by a gas or an unfamiliar type of radiation.
Hail a cab.
The three scientists all looked at him eagerly as he climbed out of the hole.
Oh, I
Well,
can't
did you
go
find
visit.
anything down there?
Okay, fine.
Dr.
I guess
Bliffield asked. All we had was static. I have something that might
Go
interest
to
Dr.
my
Utah.
room. This is not me, by the way. This is just a cutscene, loading screen, I guess. I can turn into Mr. Cop, I can turn into Violet, but I can't visit Violet as Violet, so that's useless. I can turn into the tarot readers. Let's turn into the chief, I guess.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
And leave.
As he frantically pointed at the notes Dr. Utani was holding. Are you saying you've seen what
Visit
exactly?
Who
Violet.
knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
How's Bronwyn been? What were you doing last night?
Let's go
How's
to House Bronwyn.
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
What were you doing last night?
Okay, fine. I'll let the game do the talking.
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
How can you not remember, Violet?
I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
Okay.
The feeling that he had seen his imminent and unavoidable future. A slow and terrifying death.
Go to my room.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
And her.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Bronwyn. Leave.
This curiosity shop. Okay, so please explain to the listeners.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that.
Why would I run?
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
Even if I'm innocent?
Yeah, so let's go with that. No, actually, I kind of like this one.
You look strong enough to strangle another woman too.
Well, if you can't pay for your rooms, you might just find out.
Ooh. Okay, I guess I'm done.
That's what it is.
Really?
Yeah, nobody takes that amount of care now.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Remains ingrained in the manga. But
Why were they crushed?
No?
good question. I do not know.
Okay. Go to my room. Turn into her.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Yes.
With Poe and Monroe. So we've just had a dream.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave.
The police want alibis from everyone.
The police want alibis from everyone for last night.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Please don't ask us to leave.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
It's very poetic.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Different room.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Holes in them, so involved issues that
Okay, I am gonna check
have not
real
been
quick
filled
in the guide.
and have not been repaired. So I think perhaps she's experiencing issues in different aspects of her life, and it's a perpetual circle of negativity that happens in each aspect of her life. That's why she hasn't filled those holes.
Well, what I can tell you is that houses represent your soul and sense of self. So then the rooms, they represent potential.
Potential.
So you're quite correct in what you're saying about filling up different aspects of her life and things.
This then. And go back to Bronwyn, maybe.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Is, if you can wish it, you can do it.
I might have fucked up. No?
And
Okay,
nightmares.
With Poe and Monroe. Okay, so we've heard.
Return to Sam.
Eyes closed and her black hair streaming beneath the
In
surface.
case it's not clear,
She
the
must be
mechanic
dead.
of the game is
No one
I
can
can
breathe that long
shapeshift.
on the water.
Claude, why am I being asked all of these questions? What have
Trophy
you said
earned,
to
a woman
Sam?
scorned.
Well, that's not the impression I'm getting. No, Claude, you listen to me. We had a deal and you said no questions asked, and a lot of questions are being asked. No, I'm not the killer, so why is everybody asking me all of these questions? Fine. Yes, goodbye, Claude.
Hi.
Person that they're closing
Okay.
themselves off from the world.
Now let's
But
see
then they're
here.
realizing they're doing it
There.
themselves.
You know, Poe, I think you're actually getting a lot better at this.
Thank you very much.
So, obviously, once again, Alex, thank you very much for sharing this one with us. I would love to talk about this one in further detail because actually it's dealing with something that's quite emotional because the imagery of the lake actually, it relates to your emotional state of mind. And now, the black hair in this dream actually
Okay, now we actually start investigating the case. Hi. I have some questions about the murder.
Chief Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
Why should I convince him?
All I'm asking is that you dig a little deeper than the chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death.
Except you predicted her murder.
We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
How did you predict the murder?
We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Can't you ask who the killer is?
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
Where were you at 9 p.m. last night?
In my room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
You could just put the book down. Saved you?
She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
You think Violet is trashy?
I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Good. Oh, hi. You're letting your hair down, aren't you? Hello. Sorry.
It's just perhaps not how it used to be.
Yes, it is possible to put books down. I have done it on more than one occasion. Someone gave me the Twilight book.
Wanted to, as a family.
Well, lent me the
Well,
Twilight
Poe, if
book.
I'm honest, you are quite
I opened
right.
it,
That
I looked
the
at it,
situation
and I
is
put it back
related
down.
to
And I have never returned to it.
painful emotions from the past. Now, the photo
Is it
albums.
rain? What do you know about Dorota?
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Do you have any connection to Dorota at all?
No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
Well, that's what the killer would say.
Spoken like the true killer. posing as a detective, trying to frame someone else for the murder.
Yes, obviously. How do you predict the murder?
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
What's a group reading?
The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm so yawning today. I guess I didn't sleep well. Did he just, by the way, say that the ladies are completely useless as tarot card readers? Because that's what I surmised from it. Tell me about the special tarot deck.
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
May I see the Mercury Tarot?
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
What were you doing last night?
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
What didn't work?
My prayer. That the girl would be safe.
Okay. On that note, bye.
Identical quadruplets, aged 17. Apparently their essence
let's go ask
remained...
Bronwyn about the deck. May I see the Mercury Tarot?
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Sure.
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now.
Yes, of course.
Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
Okay, on that note, I guess we're leaving.
Fact. You can't be trusted. You need her.
Penn
tried.
This is Lexi.
She really did.
Did you know, Dorota?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
How did you know she was going to die?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
I don't think there's a devil card. Actually, I think there is. Never mind.
Nah, the devil's cool. The tarot one, I mean, not the actual one. I'm not a devil worshipper.
So what is the most dangerous tarot card?
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
I kind of agree with that. You drew the Five of Swords for Dorota.
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
So 15 swords is really bad. I mean, I don't actually know if anyone could be the murderer. I know that the last time I played it, that black man in the opening sequence was the murderer. He's a photographer. But I also know that... I'm sorry, did you all hear that disturbance in the force? I don't know what happened there. Anyway, I was gonna say that... I guess the game just doesn't want me to tell you. The universe doesn't want me to tell you. I'm sorry. I don't actually remember exactly what the end of the first game, what the end of the first playthrough was. But I think there was something supernatural. We'll see if it's the same this time. How well do you know Bronwyn?
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
Do you think she killed Dorota?
No.
Why did you come to August?
The cards told us to. Well, the cards of rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
You do whatever the cards tell you?
No. Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
A job?
I didn't say job. I said job.
Let's just skip that one.
Yeah, it's a tarot thing you won't understand.
What were you doing last night?
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were, painting our nails.
May I see your nails?
No, I mean, yeah. I've already cleaned it off.
Bye.
Stone tower. And it just keeps going up and up and up. And I always wake up before I reach the top. What do you think, Poe?
Well,
let's see if I can.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Did they just... you know what? Let's go to the next chapter.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
And visit Oscar.
Who are you?
Now there are 2 trophies with Oscar. One is telling him you're a shape-shifting detective. The other one is getting freaky. So even if this fails, we're gonna tell him we're a shape-shifting detective.
You're a what? Get out of here before I call the police.
Trophy earned. You had one job.
It was found within a sealed well.
Visit
I told
Oscar.
you to leave. When I see Chief DuPont, there's going to be trouble.
17
Okay,
children.
I guess we're gonna visit the
It was
guest house
discovered just
and
over a decade ago,
turn
after a sudden
into...
sinkhole in the graveyard exposed
Who do we
Wells
think
contents.
Oscar would sleep with?
That's quite a history to it, doesn't it?
It sounds awful.
Quite creepy.
I'm not sure if
Shop
he's gay
is
slash
now
bi, and if Rain is the best
Dreams.
option.
And nightmares.
But we
With
have
Poe
Violet,
and Monroe.
Bronwyn, Rain,
Okay, so
and
we've heard from
Leslie
Alex.
as options.
And Alex has said that they have the same dream every night. Now it's a woman lying in a lake with her eyes closed and her black hair
Ash.
streaming beneath the surface. She
Who
must
do you
be
want
dead.
to
No one can
go
breathe
visit
that long on the
Oscar?
water. Then she opens her
Parading
eyes,
ass. Rain?
and I realize it's not her.
Sam, what can I do for you?
Oh, never mind. I did the wrong thing.
Thanks, Alex. So we
I
really thank you
meant
for sharing this with us.
to
Now, Poe, do
go
you
to
have...
my room
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
and turn into Rain. I just got confused.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Leave.
Face the world. And then when she opens her
Hail a
eyes,
cab.
it's not her. So
Visit Oscar. I guess
Dreaming is
Oscar
trying
doesn't
to
want to sleep
project
with Rain.
onto the other person
This
that
is
they're
best
closing themselves off from the world, perhaps, but then they're realizing they're doing it themselves.
Go to my room. Do we think Oscar would sleep with a sheriff? I obviously can't go as myself. Because that's... or as him. Because that's creepy and wrong. So, Lexi, Bronwyn, Violet, or the sheriff. I mean, Dorota was also a redhead. So maybe he has a thing for redheads, but sure, we'll go with Lexi.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Find someone to reach out to. But thank you again for sharing with us.
Oh, I'm so impressed again.
Not Lexi.
I tried.
Hopefully, this lady can take something from this.
Thank you for your dreams.
My room. Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
What I do know is that it has
Haley,
3...
Oscar. No?
Enter?
Yes.
And it's tiny. And it's made of, I think, metal. I think it's metal.
So that leaves her and the sheriff.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Maybe you can only do it at a certain point. Like it needs to be. I need to unlock.
I suppose
one
today you
more
could wear it as a
character
brooch,
to
maybe,
shift to.
or a belt buckle. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
about
why
that.
would people... Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
No. Yes. She forgives you. Yes. She says you know who killed her.
Let's go with she forgives you.
She forgives you.
Really? You actually spoke to her? Did she say anything else? Is she okay? Who killed her?
It's hazy. That's all I got.
Okay. That's okay. She forgives me. I guess she didn't have time to elaborate.
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction.
It's okay. Just... how did you know? How did you come up with a name and then she's gone?
She's not gone. She's waiting to pass.
How
How could someone even get into Dorota's bedroom?
I keep forgetting.
The usual way? The front door. Like, it's a townhouse and she's on the 3rd floor. So, other than teleporting or a big ladder, that's the only way.
Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. They're convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes. No.
If I'm trying to sleep with him, no would probably be the best answer.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
No, thanks. Yes, that would be nice.
I like you, Bronwyn. How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
No, you can't.
Let's go
Sure.
with sure here.
So it's a date? Sort of. I'll see you soon.
Return to the guest house and wait for dates.
Hi. Hey. Hello. Sorry, I'm not used to dating so soon.
I'm actually not in the mood anymore.
Let's go with
It's
the other
okay.
one.
We can take it slowly.
Oh, I wasn't sure I was thinking on doing anything, physical.
Well, I was. Yes, get up on the bed. I was about to say something much more crude, but...
I really don't think I'm ready for this.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
I feel like the second one is kind of rapey. You know what? I'm gonna check the guide on this. I know I'm cheating, but I'm cheating. Okay, we're going with the rapey option.
Baby, just a little pressure down there.
No, wait, please. Can you just get off me, please?
I'm sorry, you're right.
We're still going with the rapey option.
Oh, I want you inside me.
Get off me! Get off! I can't do this. I don't care what the chief wants. I just can't. How can you want to sleep with me? Did you kill her? Did you kill Dorota?
Yes.
Trophy earned, Oscar-winning performance. That feels terrible. Yes, I killed her.
Chief's gonna want to talk to you, you hear? What you've done is truly evil.
I mean, the game was built for me
You've
to
never
be
used
able
a
to do
mangle.
that, so I feel like that's...
Yeah. Its only
Almost
job is
worse.
literally to flatten bed sheets.
Go to my room. Turn into the chief.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
And now go talk to Oscar again, I guess.
Blitz, aged 17. Apparently their
I try to
essence
calm
remains
shit
ingrained
down because
in the
this
man.
just got messy.
Chief DuPont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Has Sam been to see you? The detective?
No? Wait, I get it now. Yeah, someone dropped by. I'm not speaking to them though.
You should.
Really? Alright. But I don't think they're taking Dorota's murder seriously enough.
Did Dorota collect coins?
We're not asking that.
Said Rain might be worth investigating too, but he didn't have an alibi. What about the other one? Lexi?
You can check her out too. Doesn't seem capable.
It's always the ones who look least suspicious that turn out to be the murderer in films. Not in real life though, I guess.
And it's so easy here. There's so much theatricality surrounding this demon, this ghost of a phenomenon, so much ritual, so much awful curiosity.
Who do we want
It made
to
infecting one after another.
Let's turn into Oscar.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
And go see Violet.
She was young. They usually are. They're easier to infect you.
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
Okay, never
As she
mind.
would, and there would be a tidal wave to feast upon. And this
No?
patient, ever present.
Lexi? No?
Until the virus got her.
Rain?
Until the sickness.
No? No one
Enjoy
wants to
that
see Oscar.
girl trapped in his teeth. Prepare for the moment, the tipping point when she would
go to my room. I don't actually remember this part very well. I guess I'm turning back into myself and going to talk to Oscar again. Now that the chief convinced
the
him
whispers
untrustworthy.
to rest, implant, and grow.
After I
the demon.
sexually assaulted him. No, I
Grow
didn't.
stronger,
I meant
too
to
big
inhale
for
a
its
cat.
stolen place, pushing lungs out of the way until breathe.
How long were you dating Dorota?
Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
Was she seeing anyone else?
No. Why?
I don't know. She was killed in her bedroom.
Chief DuPont said there was no signs of anything like that.
Is it possible the killer was hiding in Dorota's room?
What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
Have you hidden in there before?
Not hidden. Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys, just she had these, you know, voyeur fantasies.
Okay, no. I'm sorry, but no. We already got freaky once, we're not doing it again. What was in the closet?
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Did you see Dorota yesterday?
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, you know, hanging out. I left at about 5.
When you say hanging out, do you mean Netflix and chill, or do you mean just hanging out? Anyway, where were you at 9 p.m. last night?
Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
What can you tell me about Dorota's parents?
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
Now I want Ben & Jerry's Netflix and chilled ice cream. You should try that if you haven't. It's peanut butter with pretzels and chocolate and something else. You should try it.
And the bottle opened in her hands. It'll be over. It'll be over. No longer a burden. No more pain. No more. No more. But
go to my room. Okay, well, the only new person for this segment is Oscar. But Dorota... Oh, I wonder what happens if Dorota goes back there. Let's try that.
Hi, I'm
Bronwyn. Bronwyn, I mean, not Dorota.
I'm Bronwyn.
Well, that leaves more ice cream for
let
me.
Go. Finally, and that fed him too. She was dead. The demon.
There's nothing left to say.
Let out with her true final bedfellow. But the virus wasn't quite spreading yet. That death alone couldn't...
My room. Turn to me.
Her face on posters, told her tragic story, painted the town red with her hair.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright?
Oscar was playing football last night.
Yep, that's what you told me too. Not a suspect.
Who is on your suspect list?
Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them.
I'd add Violet.
Got any reason for saying that?
Just a hunch.
Hunches don't buy lunches. Just keep looking.
What
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. That's it.
Claude, are you saying that it's strange to have a wedding dress when you're not currently planning a wedding?
Soul to bear,
I
tore him
think
apart
he's
and
a little
drowned
bit
with him,
judgmental.
tangled together in the water. They didn't make it as easy with that boy. They listened to the psychologists.
I honestly don't know who to turn into or what to ask. I think there's something I'm missing. And the game is doing this because there's something I'm missing.
Too big for his poor heart to bear. Tore him apart and choked with...
Hi Sam, back from more already?
Yes. Bronwyn says she was in her room last night, not yours.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All these rooms look the same. Sorry.
Oh, you are such a terrible liar. Where were you really?
I was in Bron's room. Ask her.
Did you know Dorota's boyfriend?
No, I think Bronwyn met him though.
When?
This morning. He only wanted to see her. I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say.
Okay, we're leaving.
Oh, curiosity.
Rain? I think there were new things here. Lexi mentioned you're here to do a job.
We're trying to save people.
Let's not be bitchy. How did you get Dorota's name from the tarot?
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
So the tarot didn't tell you?
It kinda did. It's hard getting an exact name out of 78 cards. But considering we'd never heard of Dorota Shaw, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise.
Couldn't you use the Ouija on its own?
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Let me just do that. Warmer. Even though the green screen doesn't like it. Tell me more about the Ouija board.
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota.
How does it work?
Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here.
Time travel is real?
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
I had forgotten about this part. Where were you before August?
Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travelers is... Let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
Birmingham? Traveler?
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Okay,
Used
I'll
one
be
of
back.
those. You've never used a mangle.
A mangle?
Yeah.
For clothing?
Lexi, tell me about your Ouija board.
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how it works?
Yes. Absolutely.
Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars and space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that.
Go on.
We're so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me?
Hooked on your every word.
Oh, you're sweet.
Trophy and patient
where was I?
listener.
Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because
I
in the
must
spirit
have
world,
fucked something up on that
she was
last
already
one.
dead.
Wow.
I know, mind-blowing.
Tell me about the Traveler.
Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
Rain told me all about it.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
Yes.
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
Mouse or a vole. At least they were always dead. He'd had too many stuns.
Well, I know that there's a possibility to get murdered. You could also get murdered by the actual killer. Oh, the Game Traveler. I've never actually heard of the Game Traveler.
He put all of them out of their misery. A
Dr.
scamp.
Bronwyn. Hi. Lexi says she was in her room last night, not yours.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today.
Bronwyn, tell me the truth.
Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down our necks, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true.
Why did you lie about your alibi?
To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
What were you doing in your room?
I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone reading service, and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about.
Did you know Dorota's boyfriend?
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay.
She's
Spiritually
dead.
speaking.
Did he tell you anything about Dorota?
He confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said.
You can tell me.
Oh, Sam. You know I can't do that. Tarot reader client confidentiality.
Tell me about the Ouija board.
It's Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work. Through energy.
Energy?
Everything is energy. You, me, that chair. If you focus hard enough on something, you attract energy. Like an electrical current that connects A to B and lights up a bulb.
Mm-hmm.
Blood trickled along the groove of the floor tiles, and she
let's go
lowered
back
her
to
head.
Rain. No?
Not for you, Uni. He just needed a moment.
Let's go to my room and turn into Bronwyn.
Hi, I'm
and
Bronwyn.
tell Rain that it's okay to talk to me about the Traveler.
Bronwyn.
He shifted onto his knees and lifted the kitten in both hands. It's...
You can tell Sam about Birmingham. What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
Let's go that one.
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading? The police think it's me, don't they?
Looks that way. Have you been feeling possessed lately?
Why possessed?
You're kidding, right?
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
She hadn't mentioned it. Ivan would have remembered. He lay down. Between shoes. No worries, said Ivan.
No? Okay, I guess that doesn't happen
New
until next
August.
hour.
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Dimitri's Descent by Chris.
Let's... I don't actually know.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Dr. Dimitri Sheffield, an expert in...
Don't forget the group reading, Ray. By which I mean, if you see Lexi, tell her not to forget the group reading.
What's the plan?
We still don't know what we're dealing with. There's every chance that it could just be a normal human murder.
What if it's not a normal human murder?
Then we have to assume that it's some kind of traveler.
Like in Birmingham?
Yeah, like in Birmingham.
Finding the others, and himself, that they were writing history here.
Okay. I still don't know what I'm missing. I can't quite figure it out. But I think we're close to unlocking the next hour. The game ends at midnight, by the way. Or somewhere close to midnight. But I don't think every hour is super long. I just don't remember.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Linguistics and exobiology, respectively.
Oh, Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Let's skip that one.
We need to talk about our alibi.
What about our alibi?
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
No, lying makes things worse. We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes. No.
Where were you? Ron, don't mess me around, you're scaring me.
I'm just kidding, I was here all night. I was at Dorota's house.
No. No, you weren't. I don't know why you're saying that, but I know Bronwyn Castle and she's no murderer. Just drop the act.
What they would find there, if it did. Is it really wise to send more probes down the hole?
I'm truly sorry about Dorota. I didn't see you here last night.
What are you implying?
It's just suspicious.
Sorry. All this talk of the dead makes me very anxious.
I'm truly sorry about Dorota.
I didn't really know her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't remember what for right now.
One of us, perhaps. The others eyed him with concern. With the project's slow progress and his eagerness for a breakthrough.
Hi. Do you think Oscar killed Dorota?
Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
Well, I have all faces. Different faces?
Masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know. Would you, Sam?
Why would someone kill Dorota?
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
Sounds like you know a lot about Dorota.
Not really, just gossip. Apparently she went to have some portrait photos done and started stripping off. Weston's photographic. Zach Weston. He'll get himself into trouble one of these days.
Why trouble?
If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset.
Tell me about Zach Weston.
Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
You know where he is?
At Weston's photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there.
How do you know that?
I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Okay.
700. Nearing the end of the rope now, she informed Dimitri at 800 meters.
Hail a cab.
If we lose communication, just...
Oh.
The rest was inaudible. I'll just tug the rope and you'll pull me back up, Dimitri said to himself. After plummeting what was probably a few hundred meters more, he jerked to a sudden halt.
Bronwyn and Lexi are lying about their alibis.
There he goes. Got any proof?
No, I just heard them talking about it.
Get proof. Then I can haul them in.
This deep and dark void. Alright, let's have some light, he said as he turned on the small lamp on his helmet. Dimitri slowly rotated it on the rope to inspect all...
Lexi.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Smooth black surfaces and... Hold on.
Visit Bronwyn.
Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar? The guy I met this morning? The one I told you about? Yes.
What did he want?
Answers. Reassurance. Forgiveness.
Do you think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to do.
Okay,
Dimitri reached into another pouch and carefully took out a pencil and a piece of paper. I'll make a copy of the etchings for you, Doctor.
I feel sad for Oscar.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
Okay, let's not make him say it.
It's beneath him. By the time Dimitri was done with his task, he'd gotten so...
Go to my room. Return to Sam.
Until he realized two things. It wasn't in his head.
Rain. No?
Overcome by a sudden and severe dread, Dimitri frantically jerked on the...
Lexi? Why did you lie about your alibi?
I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
That depends on why you lied.
Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was, though. Cross my heart and hope to die.
No, actually no. I mean, I see your point, but no.
Dr. Whitfield's voice was music to Dimitri's ears. I don't know, he replied.
I don't wanna...
Just give me back up. Later that day, Dimitri...
It's 7 o'clock,
Oh,
and here's
there
the
we go.
latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Next chapter.
How disturbing it was that...
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
Are you Zach Weston?
Yes. What do you want?
The Shaws hired me.
The Shaws? Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy?
You never met Dorota?
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota? I remember now.
You photographed Dorota?
For the August Chronicle. She won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot.
Did you come to the studio?
No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
So you know where she lived?
If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
Was that the only time you met Dorota?
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Ooh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
I don't know. What am I looking for? What do you see?
Nothing. She's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
Did you take any other pictures of Dorota?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
I don't think I like what you're implying, Detective. Is that all?
You're friends with Violet Gallagher?
Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well.
How well?
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
He's gross. So you're sleeping with her?
I'm sorry, my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
Where were you last night?
Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Can anyone confirm that?
Only the roof rats.
Okay, let's
part had been a dream and what had been reality.
Let's visit the
It
guest
all felt
house.
the same to him. He quickly searched his pouch and found the etchings he had made. Everything that had
turn into Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Well, did you find anything down there? Dr. Whitfield asked.
And
All we heard was static.
And visit
I have
Zach.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Did you hear about Dorota? I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
Did you hear about Dorota?
Right.
Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity? Were you sleeping with her?
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
That's not what I heard.
Let's skip that one.
Don't sulk. You'll put lines in your face. I know what'll make you feel better.
Well, there's a trophy for all kinds of things involving him, so yeah, sure.
Wow, I didn't expect it to feel like that. What's going on, Violet? Why are you letting me touch you now?
Wait. The dude at the beginning said to not touch anyone, and then Violet doesn't let him touch her. Except they have sex. Is Violet?
Be gone. I'm going to die here alone. The
The
other scientists quietly glanced at each other. Dr. Yutani was the first to speak. I'm sure it won't play out like that.
Go to my room. Why can I not turn into one of the women? Okay, let's turn into Zach, I guess.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Living quarters about an hour
Let's go
later.
talk to
On the way
Violet.
over,
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Dorota. Are you happy Dorota's dead?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me. Why'd you think that?
The boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You were there.
Okay, now this is a good one. You were there or you saw the photos? Let's go with you saw the
I've
photos.
seen all your photos, Zach.
Oh.
All of them.
Everyone's talking about Dorota.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what? Is that why you killed her?
That's not funny, Zach. What if Sam heard?
As they wanted to, as the family had wanted to.
Okay,
Well, Poe, if I'm honest, you are
go-
quite right. That the situation.
No.
Painful emotions. From the past.
No.
They represent your past, Robin. So forgetting also suggests.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Situation that's happened in your past, and you feel overwhelmed by the emotions caused by it. Many of us go through situations like this, so Robin, you're not alone in this. And I know, by the sounds of it, this dream feels very sad, and it feels like it's full of grief. Robin, you're not.
Let's turn back into violence.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
I think Robin can take heart and can understand.
No?
Of finding out.
Okay, fine. Oscar? No? The chief? No?
And thank you for your dreams.
Guess so.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and
room. Turn into myself.
Cigarette. I can see straight through it from where I sit, even with the smoke trails from my gun. 6 weeks of cheating.
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know.
Zach was taking boudoir photos of Dorota.
And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then.
Maybe they were for someone else.
Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork.
Zach was in his studio last night.
That's what he says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now.
Motive?
I think you're supposed to tell me that. If he was taking photos of Dorota, maybe he fell for her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. Wish I had one.
Pretzel, a postcard, a pair. Or quilt Mom sent me over 2 Christmases ago. I was never going to see any other kind of action, so I throw it over Vanessa's body and open the door. It's almost too late before I realize I'm still...
Let's go with him, I guess.
Hello.
And go see the photographer.
Shots coming from this building? Didn't hear a thing, I tell her, smiling sheepishly. Mind if I take a look around?
Rain! I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already. All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
She continues. Why do you keep the quilt on?
Guest house?
I'm in shock. It can get pretty dirty, I reply. Oh, I'll bet it does, she winks.
Room. Zach.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
For the door, she turns around one last time. Be careful, she whispers.
Let's go with the violence again. No.
Mad on the loose.
Fine.
When they get in your head, you can't get them out.
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
I shut the door firmly behind her and retrieve the gun firmly behind.
Onward? No.
No? I know that voice. I turn and see Vanessa upright on the couch. Just like before I...
No.
I say,
think
looking
I
at my
tried this, though, but let's try it again.
You did.
I meant to
You'd
press
think
guest
that
house.
you'd shot me, and you did. So, my alpaca couch? I ask hopefully. Well, the gunshot.
My room. Sam.
You're dead. I point the gun at her and sneer. What do you want from me? I want you to help.
Chief.
Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. Zach says he's sleeping with Violet, which I doubt. Zach did other photo sessions with Dorota. Boudoir. I wonder what else he's not telling us. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Oscar. Do you know Zach Weston?
No? Who's that?
He's a photographer.
Never heard of him.
Did Dorota show you her boudoir photos?
Her what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
No, I mean professional photos.
I get it now. That's why you're asking about Zach Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
No. How did your date with Bronwyn go?
How did you hear about that? Anyway, it wasn't a date. I was doing a favour for Chief DuPont. Only lasted a few minutes.
That's what she said.
Yeah, funny. Look, it's really not any of your business, Sam. That's between me and the Chief, alright?
Visit Zach. No?
Now shows it's a Bronze Age amulet with 3 circles.
Visit guest house.
It was excavated at Brindley Hill, the site of a standing circle within August.
Go to my room. Oscar.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Just one of those.
Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed.
Zach. No?
And nightmare.
I keep forgetting what I didn't
and Monroe. Okay, so we've heard from Alex.
Bronwyn. No?
Same dream every night. Now it's a woman lying in a lake.
No?
Streaming beneath the surface. She must be dead. No one can breathe that long underwater. Then she opens her eyes.
Rain? No?
It's underwater. I mean, this one sounds quite dark and complex.
Sensing the thing with Bronwyn went badly.
Why did you put me up to it?
I need all hands on deck. You're a hand. At least I thought you were.
Nothing happened. She tried to sleep with me.
Well, that's strange. That's very strange. Doesn't seem like something she'd do at all. You don't even look like you make a good couple. Maybe she was on to you.
Is there anything else I can do?
No, you've done enough. I'll keep up my end of the bargain, make those speeding tickets go away, though technically you'd have more points than a hedgehog if I kept them. And if I do catch you speeding in August again, Oscar, instant ban. Capiche?
Yes.
Yes.
Talk about this one in further detail because actually it's dealing with...
Now, Zach? No? Still no Zach?
Because the imagery...
Oh, I meant to press
to your emotional state of mind. And now, the black hair in this dream actually also relates to the repression of emotion. And then the drowning actually relates to emotion.
Bronwyn? No?
If I'm honest, Alex, and I hope you're listening to me now...
Lexi?
...heavily on your mind, and perhaps it's a secret about some...
Room? Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
But thank you again for sharing with us.
Should go visit the
so impressed,
Chief.
Monroe.
No, she should not.
I tried.
Hopefully,
Oscar? Absolutely not. Zach?
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Arms
Okay. No.
day. From this height.
Bronwyn? No.
Sparkles. Arms wide, I dive.
Lexi? No. No one wants to talk about
Gravity
violence.
accelerates me towards the pavement.
Go to my room. Okay, let's have the chief go talk to Zach, I guess.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
In rooting around in there. Words were spoken. Fists were raised. The truth is...
No.
And I needed the company.
Press cab again.
Between us, we slept in shifts to guard...
Hello. I know you. You're the police chief.
I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw.
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her?
As far as I know. I meet a lot of people through work. Some are more memorable than others. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
A few weeks ago.
What type of photos do you take?
For the paper. Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
Boudoir photography?
Sometimes, if that's what the client wants. Are you asking for yourself, or...?
It's for the case.
Don't
be facetious.
I'm deadly serious. Most of my clients are female, but I wouldn't like to assume.
Air assaults my nostrils. I arrive to a cacophony.
Chief? Again?
Did Dorota have any online friends?
She didn't really use any social networks. Didn't have the time. Mainly just cello.
Go to any clubs or groups?
She helped out at a Rainbows group. I think it's like Cub Scouts for little kids. Did that with her mum. But, I don't know. Unless she was strangled by a 9-year-old.
Do you have an inkling what this might be?
So, what I can see here are 3 small metal bells attached to what looks like the tag you get in the zipper.
No.
Again.
Bronze again. Okay. Bells. No? What else has bells?
These are spirit chimes.
Oh.
These ones have an inverted full crown, which gives a ghastly
I know
sound.
there's still something I'm missing.
The purpose of most
I
spirit
just need
chimes
to figure out what
is to
it
keep
is.
spirits away, as you might know. However, these ones...
Violence? Let's talk about Zach Weston again.
Do we really have to?
He says you're sleeping together.
How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it.
Why doesn't he act like it?
He thinks he's irresistible to women.
Is he?
No.
Oh, hi. I guess that's what I was looking for. A tiny little cutscene.
This one is also heavy, because everything seems to be made out of wood and metal. So this one has got a heavy metal handle, circular face, and what looks like could have perhaps been maybe a shiny metal. And
Where do you think it's
room? Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet.
If he thinks he's
I'm
irresistible,
Violet.
we should probably tease him some.
this part of the world as well? Do you remember?
China?
No.
Hi. No?
We could just name every country you've ever had on the show.
Do you remember the Queen who was?
No.
It's from there, Egypt.
Oh, it's from Egypt.
Yes. So, I'm gonna explain it to you. It's more about what you can do. What do you think you might do with the mirror?
To
If I'm honest, at first because of the handle, I thought maybe
go to my room, turn it back into myself.
mirror, a handheld mirror.
You're right.
And
Well done.
go to hail a cab.
Wow.
Visit the chief.
It's something you might do your makeup.
Yeah, I know it's awkward. I just can't figure out what I'm
As
doing.
usual. It's a reflecting mirror.
Maybe I can talk to Violet about the kid now. No?
But look in the mirror, close your eyes, think of being...
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Okay.
And...
Right? Do you know Zach Weston?
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention Dorota.
Oh. What about Dorota?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
Zach's trying to hide something you said yesterday?
I bet he is. It was that thing I told you about Dorota. I mean, I didn't know it was her then. He wanted to show me these explicit photos of her.
Ew.
But I refused. And that's when he told me about her being alone on Mondays. I wonder who else he told that to.
So, Birmingham?
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
Why did the Traveller want 3 victims?
You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Tell me about the Travellers.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
I'm not sure oversharing is the right word. It's more like I don't know. It's kind of rapey because like she didn't consent to having her picture shown all over the place. It's like that. What was it called? A few years back when someone got access to a whole bunch of celebrity cloud hacks. Like, let me use whatever's on my cloud. Let me send people nudes if I wanna. Not that I've ever sent anyone a nude. No, I would never. Anyway, why demons?
Some religions talk of demons, but they don't actually exist. Travellers can get inside us and make it look like we're possessed, hence the demons.
Travellers can inhabit us?
Yes, disturbingly.
Yes, inhabit.
It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
In simple terms?
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them.
Well, so you think the murderer is a traveler?
Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Gotcha.
Black darkness outside of his bedroom window. It felt unnatural to be here in this place.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Next chapter.
I've got news. We've done a reading.
It's a Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in the deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's
a pretty deck.
There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
Which centered around their latest discovery.
This is Alice. Oh, hi.
You must be Sam.
I am.
I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me.
Do you know Zach Weston?
Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show.
Have you had any private sessions with him?
No. Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him.
Well, then he's a creep.
But Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift. She looked amazing.
Right. Did you know Dorota?
Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long. Only a few weeks.
How did you meet her?
We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show.
What happened after the show?
After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back.
You and Dorota were in a relationship?
This is just between us, right?
Yes, just between us.
We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But
she did kiss a girl
was
and
my
like
friend,
it.
and I liked making her happy.
Did she ever ask you to watch her from the closet? What do you mean, fooled around? No, actually, let's go with you have no friends.
Poe?
Let's not be party.
And Dorota. People I say hi to. I have thousands of followers and subscribers, and they keep me feeling warm when I'm down, but they're not friends. I do get the odd stalker, but that isn't something anyone wants.
You know Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar. Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind. But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else.
Something else?
I said some guys like to watch. So tell him it would be sexy if he could look, but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked.
How did it work?
She told Oscar to watch from her walk-in wardrobe. When he was at a safe distance, she put on a show. She faked it.
You don't need to fake it. You can just, think of something else. Close your eyes and think of England. Let's not
She told
go
me
with
she
that
faked
one.
it.
Oh. I
But
didn't
you'd know
mean to.
best.
Did Oscar know about you?
I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way.
Tell me about Poe.
We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend.
Partners or friends?
Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him.
Where were you last night?
On air. We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding.
Any idea who might want to hurt you?
No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam?
It means you're tired of being in a rut. Let's go with this. It means you hit a deep sleep phase.
REM sleep. So, you don't think dreams mean anything? Everyone has meaningful dreams, Sam. Everyone.
What do you want me to do?
Just don't hurt me.
I would never.
Or let me get hurt.
I might accidentally leave.
Sam, you forgot your phone.
Used to the sound of the scratching pencil, but it still lingered in his head.
Guest house.
A welcome reprieve from the unnerving silence, he thought.
Something.
Until he realised two things. It wasn't in his head.
Go to my room.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
And Alice.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
Get me out of here, please!
Sorry, I'm gonna stop doing
he swore
that
he
at
heard
some
laughter
point,
coming from down below.
Yet.
As Dimitri's heart was beating in his chest and his... Tried climbing up the rope in a panic. Finally, he felt the sweet release of slowly being lifted up towards the surface. Faster! Please go faster! He pleaded the moment communication was restored.
Let's turn into Lexi.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
He hadn't told anyone about the whispers in the dark for fear of being mocked, or worse, being declared mentally.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota, I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
I didn't get it, but that's not an option. So Lexi.
Lexi? I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you.
I know what you did to Dorota doesn't necessarily imply murder. It could just imply sex.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks. Sure.
I think that's tequila. That
Here, I've only got vodka.
is a drink.
You're old enough to drink, right?
Of course.
Just checking. Have you ever thought about dyeing your hair red? I think it would suit you.
You have a fetish.
You're dating Violet, aren't you?
Let's go with this one.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her. You seduced her.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam. That's not what Violet thinks.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
Doesn't see what clearly? What do you mean, handle her?
I know how to talk to her. She's a sweetheart when you get to know her.
The breathing suddenly stopped and changed into a deeply unsettling guttural sound. Fear slowly started to take hold of Dimitri. Just when he was about to turn around and run into the hall.
Okay, maybe her?
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
I'm not
I'm
entirely sure what my
Bronwyn.
goal is at this point.
Was there. Dimitri was both perplexed and overcome by a frightful panic. He felt like he was going mad. Nothing made sense. Home. But home was 1,000,000 miles away. He knew he was alone here, and no one would be coming to help him. It was
No, let's try this again.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
This is how you die. Dimitri tried to scream, but there was no sound. He reached for his throat and felt his skin.
Hello, lovely. Take a look at this. It's a picture of Dorota.
I don't want to see pictures of your conquests.
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
A girl holding a cello. What do you see?
Beautiful lady. I can make you look like that, Violet. You just need to let me.
But I want you to look like that.
Eagerly, as he climbed out of the hole.
Can I?
Did
No?
you find anything down there? Dr. Whitfield asked.
No?
I have something that might interest Dr. Yutani, Dimitri said with a smile, trying to hide his anxiety. With a trembling hand, he produced the etchings.
Go to my room. Turn to Sam.
Hemming and hawing. It's just one word repeated over and over. I need a cross-reference with the daily...
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Yutani.
Okay.
She looked at Dimitri with bewilderment.
Is it Zach? Do you know Alice Monroe?
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here.
Have you met her?
Couple of times, promo shoots, that sort of thing.
Anything else?
No. She is my type, though. Type of model. I'll ask her about the boudoir shoot again.
The notes Dr. Yutani was
Okay,
holding.
maybe now.
Are you saying you've seen what exactly? The future? Dr. Whitfield asked. He sounded incredulous.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Next, Dr. Edmonton asked with some trepidation.
I'm not making fun of their voices,
Dimitri
by
tried
the
to
way.
find the
I'm
words.
just
I'll go to sleep,
being silly.
and everyone else will be gone. I'm going to die here alone. The other scientists quietly glanced at each other. Dr.
Let's have Zach go visit Alice.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Stared into empty space, his eyes filled with dread. They all arrived at the living quarters.
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them, though, so... Unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just, undo a few buttons, yeah?
There are no buttons on that outfit, you dumbass. But sure.
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Vanessa, read by Tex Murphy. The hole in her chest is...
Now, maybe.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
bleeding out on. I've done a bad thing, and it's only Wednesday. Her name was Vanessa Quinn, and she was an... I'm not sure I believe they exist. Even now, if she wasn't on a map...
Oscar, no?
She told me to shoot her,
This
so...
is the chief, no?
That power. They tell you to do
It's the
something, and then you
guest
can't resist. Except I think I shot her because I wanted to. It's a long
Go
story.
to my room.
We're shook with the
Actually,
knocking from outside.
Let's visit Violet.
What a time.
No, never mind.
I'd shot Vanessa, and now I was literally holding a smoking gun about to get...
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
DuPont.
As I'm still holding the gun, but I quickly stuff it down the back of my pants. It's hot. Officer Peters.
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What's really worrying you?
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
Down, but it's too late. She's definitely sitting on Vanessa's bleeding body. Run. The window, I could jump, say 20 flights.
Guest house.
It's soft, she says. It's then I realize Vanessa's body's gone. Just the throw remains. Still stroking the couch, she continued.
Lexi? No?
I'm in shock. It can get pretty dirty, I reply.
Room.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Be careful, she whispers. I'm really not supposed to say this, but the chief thinks there's an onomat. Get them out.
Can he listen?
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her? Is it really? Tell me.
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being kind?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
I forgive you.
I'm not gonna be pervy again.
That's so kind of you. Giving me closure. I have so many loose ends. And not much time.
She says, yeah, you know what? She was right. It's my lucky day, I say. She places a softly scented palm on my forehead and whispers, because you're an onomat now.
Okay, I just thought of something. If Oscar gets, like, bonked in the eye by, say, Zach, when I shapeshift, do I have a bonked eye? Sorry. Or how does that
roll of fat that bulged over the waist of her jeans secretly pleased her. It was her own little fat roll.
No.
Part of her wanted.
No.
See? It said.
Oscar. No?
You are fat. You can't be.
No.
Penn tried. She really did. She starved herself. She'd done it before. She could do it again.
Rain said you knew about rights.
A little bit. What did you want to know?
What is a right?
A right can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony.
Coming of age?
Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it?
Will there be 3 this time?
3 attempts? Yes, that's likely. But 3 victims? That's up to you, Sam. No pressure.
We're not telling her that. Do you know Zach Weston?
No. I can do a reading if you want.
Yes.
Chariot. Is Zach a suspect? I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that...
Oh.
I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it?
Tell me about Alice Monroe.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help, though.
What's the connection between Alice and Dorota?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing.
They're both redheads.
Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead.
Yes. But he was the guilty one in the first time. The first time I played it. He might be the guilty guy again. I need your help.
Yes, of course. Anything.
Keep an eye on Violet.
Why Violet? Do you think she's in danger? You don't think she's involved, do you?
That's what I need to know.
Leave it with me. I'll see what I can find out. And don't worry, I'll be super discreet.
Of course you will. Okay, fine.
Was it a gold coin?
Yes.
That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing. It's a bit showy, but well, there's no guarantees.
Don't tell the chief I told you.
Just thin skin and hard bones. And then...
Lexi.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help.
Do you really want to help?
Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
Okay, I have a few options. Find out what you can from Zach Weston.
Who's that?
He's a photographer in town.
Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
Oh. Yeah, I think it has several interesting elements to it.
Rain? Do you know Alice Monroe?
Yes, I met her at the radio station.
Why were you at the radio station?
I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free.
Tell me more about Birmingham.
In
I
Birmingham,
am so
it
cold.
was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. We couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity.
Why do you think Yuri was a traveler?
Because he said he'd see us again. In August. Before we even knew it was a month and a place.
Troll.
And
now,
a
the
name.
tightrope itself? What is one of the main things you have to consider when you walk on a tightrope? Not that you would know, obviously. Or maybe you do.
I hardly ever.
Go to my room. No. Go
The
to
stakes
town.
are high.
But what else do you need?
Oh, yeah.
No? No news?
What refers to is actually
Alice? No?
actually about the sharks being something negative, but
Zach? No?
that are in your life. So,
Oscar? No?
you said about your dream is that you're trying so hard to keep your life balanced and to avoid the negative people in your life. And I also think
Violet? Oh, hi.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name?
My name is Sam.
I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. You want to know a secret?
Yes.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you?
Do you know Alice Monroe?
Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
Oh, you're so adorable. Her dress does have pockets. I don't want to ask her about the aliens. I really, really don't. I think I did last time and she got very offended.
You're ambitious.
Well, I can in fact tell you that a tower doesn't...
Chief? No?
And climbing stairs can show that you're achieving your goals.
Alice? No.
Here, is that you are striving for success, but you don't feel worthy of it. And it could be you're suffering from imposter. One thing to suffer from.
Sacks, yeah.
But what I can say to you, Simeon, is that...
let's have Violet go to Sack.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Thank you for your dreams.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. This object.
Alice? No.
Well, it's...
Chief?
It feels like...
Oscar? No.
Maybe, I think perhaps it's metal of some sort. It's like an Asian animal.
No.
What animal do you think?
Perhaps a Chinese dragon?
Okay. I genuinely don't know what to do again. Suddenly 8:30 is gonna skip, or 9. But right now I feel like I'm missing something. Do I ask about the aliens? Is that it? Fine. I'll ask about the aliens.
Guards against evil.
Oh, wow.
Sophia mentioned aliens.
She has a wicked imagination for her age.
Is that why you're taking pills?
I was seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why I'm taking pills.
Have you told anyone else about this?
I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently.
Do you think you were abducted last night?
Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up.
I'm sorry. Did anyone else see you last night?
No. Not even the moon.
I am not doing that.
Bang, bang, bang. The office door shook with the knocking from outside. What a time for company. Had it been set up? I'd shot
Alice?
Vanessa.
Still no.
Wait a minute.
Chief? Still no. Yes. Okay, fine. Violet's talking about aliens.
What do you know about it?
Maybe that's why she's taking pills?
It's probably a bit more nuanced than that. But maybe.
In the door. It's almost too late before I read
something. No.
And my pants.
That?
It's hot. She's hot too, but not as hot as the gun in the back of my pants. My wounds. Yes, officer. We've had a report of gunshots coming from this building.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Nothing. Something catches her eye. She runs her fingers across the back of my... I nod.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
It's then I realize Vanessa's body's gone. Just
Oscar? No.
still stroking the couch.
Chief? No.
Why do you keep the quilt on it? I'm in shock. It can get pretty
guess so.
dirty, I reply. Oh, I bet it does, she winks. So, I was wrong. Apparently the...
Rain?
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
One last time. Be careful, she whispers.
Cat?
I'm really not supposed to say this, but the chief thinks...
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners?
They don't want to hear talk of death and darkness. Well, they do, if it's in a story. But you can't tell them they're going to die.
I said you were going to die?
You didn't say you're going to die, just like that, but I remember the death card. And the devil. And you said it was... What was the word you used? My challenge. That I needed to die so I could be free from my chains. I know you said it doesn't mean literal death, but maybe it does.
Gun. You mean like babies? No, silly. I mean like this.
Guest house.
She curls a finger to beckon me over. Come here.
Room. Alice.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
Rain. No, I meant to visit
Hello.
Rain.
I'm Rain.
Not turn into Alice.
Cheek and gives me a gentle push. Now, go and tell the chief.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. I've just handed to you. What do you think it is?
Well, I'm not sure what it is, but what I
Chief? No.
has
Oscar? No.
circles all attached to it. And it's tiny. And it's made of,
Violet?
I think, metal. I think it's metal.
Bronze?
The same metal in one of our earlier shows.
Lexi.
It's the same material.
Okay. Alice and Rain have met. But I can't go to Rain as Alice. Lexi might be meeting with Zach. When you say you in that sentence, do you mean Alice you, or do you mean Rain me? Because, yeah. Well, Alice went to visit Oscar, but he wasn't there. Oscar went to visit Alice, and she was. At this point, I feel like I need to make a chart for every hour and just like check. No. Be yourself. That's all that you can
Another
be.
room leading off it. But then I start noticing all these holes in the room. Big dark holes.
No.
Bugs. I don't know about you, Poe, but I don't really like the sound of that.
Rain? You did a reading for Alice Munro.
Yeah. She asked for a sample reading to show what I could do.
Did you read for Poe too?
No. He didn't seem all that interested. It's a shame. He seems like a man with lots of interesting demons.
Have holes in them, so all these different have not been filled and have not been repaired. It's experiencing issues in different aspects of her life.
Chief. No. Oscar.
Circle of
Alice.
fill those holes.
Zach? No.
That houses represent your soul and sense of self. So then the...
Violet? No.
And what you're saying about filling up different aspects of her life and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what the bug...
Chief.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
By insecurities about your ability, perhaps, to be...
Claude.
The thing is, if you can wish it, you can do it.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Lawson. Ivan was woken. This was nothing new. Eyes to find Uni standing on his chest, her mottled face inches from...
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the boudoir photos? What did you want to ask?
Am I still a suspect?
Yes.
No.
No.
Okay. Good. Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon. I need some space.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry.
I'm just in shock. All the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
Orville. And lopsided sparrow. Robin, several blackbirds, usually downy fledglings with wide beaks and tails that hadn't even grown.
Room.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Blood and feathers on the ground. It was kinder that way. The kitchen was quiet. Body on the mat by the cat flap. Signs. Fur. That? A rat? No, not a rat. A kitten.
Lexi Korn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Because you're immortal.
Och, I am Bronwyn MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, and I am immortal. You silly
Trophy
badger.
earned. Highlander.
Oh, Ivan dropped down next to the kitten. Shh.
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by trans-dimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure.
Trans-dimensional evil?
Oh, read the manual, Lex. People are afraid of ghosts, zombies, and aliens. They never even think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule. But if we don't fight at all, 0.
Ivan pushed her away. Not for you, Uni. He just needed a moment.
Go to my room. Okay, I'm gonna ponder this for a little bit. And go use the bathroom. And I will be back in just like 2 minutes. Okay. We are back. I did not sneak a second peek at the trophy list. And the immortal one was just something that clicked when she suggested it herself. So it wasn't like I was it wasn't like I was aiming for that. That just was something that I remembered. So now I'm back to being slightly confused, trying to figure out what I'm missing.
What else has bells? I want to say a Christmas tree, but I feel like...
Go to... No, I didn't mean to go to my room. I meant to hail a cab.
These ones have an inverted full crown, which gives a
Alice? No?
like a bell ringing in.
Chief? No.
Is to keep spirits away.
Oscar? No.
However...
Okay, you know what? Let's go listen to this chief and see if he
got a
can
new
give me a
target.
hint.
Alice Monroe.
I know this.
Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota.
I know
She
this.
kissed the girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. Rain's confirmed he met Alice at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Seems more full than before.
Maybe.
Wow. I do like dreams like this, Poe. Please tell me what you think about this one.
Yeah, so...
Hang on. Oscar.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
resolved issue here, but it's related to shopping, and I'm wondering what the shopping stands for.
And Ellis? No?
You know, literal. I mean, as you know, Monroe.
Chief?
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
That's Dorota.
And what if I showed you this?
Alice Monroe.
Do you know her?
She's from the radio.
And if I do this?
Oh my god, you're such an idiot.
No. Anything?
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
Who need for life is the loss of money. What you offer, loss of money actually relates to a loss of self-identity. So Poe was very close with what he was saying, because the impression that I get from this explanation of this dream is that, Gabby, you might or to other people than you receive. Perhaps where you feel that others see you as someone else's
semi-informative. Can I do this now?
Hi,
Zach keeps asking Alice for nudes.
I'm Alice.
That is something that perhaps, Gabby, you might have to challenge in your life.
No?
That's some Alice, and I think it's
Still
thought for this listener, and I hope she takes
Violet?
some one.
No.
Thank you for your dreams.
Rain. Still no.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Knight. Poe and Monroe.
Okay, I'm actually gonna make a chart now. Return to Sam. Let's find a blank paper. Blank paper. Blank paper. Here we go, finally. Okay. Sheriff. Violet. Run. Rain. Lexi. Ellis. Zach. Oscar. And Sam. S. Sharp can't visit himself. Violet. Rain. Lexi. Alice. Zach. And Oscar. So all I need to do is get the clock to tick on to the point where I meet Poe. Oscar can't meet himself. Zach can't meet himself. Ellis. Okay. We were just Oscar. And we saw the sheriff. We've seen Ellis. Oscar's seen Zach, right? Ellis has never managed to see Zach, but Zach has seen Ellis. Rain saw Ellis. Ellis can't see Rain for some reason. I did this the wrong way around. No, wait. Sam has visited Violet and the sheriff multiple times. I've visited everyone as Sam. But I probably missed something.
Honest, at first, because of the handle, I thought maybe a weapon of.
I guess we're asking her about the fucking aliens.
I don't really want to.
Okay, then let's not.
Thanks, Sam.
You're
For
welcome,
respecting my
darling.
wishes.
Of course. Oh, no, I really don't
Mirror.
wanna.
But it was used for teleportation. Allegedly, you could look in the mirror.
Braun? Nothing new.
You're there.
Should we try?
Rain.
Doesn't work for me.
Oh.
Maybe it works for you.
Lexi.
Okay, so I'm just going to imagine somewhere else. And...
Cab. Chief. Nothing
This is amazing.
new. Oscar. No.
No, she hasn't.
Zach. No.
I can't do this show without
Ellis.
her.
No.
Oh, that's so nice. Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed.
But did he just say that the Curiosity Shop is closed?
Yeah.
Well, this is certainly interesting. This, I would say you have to hold with two hands. And so I'd say it's heavy because it's made out of metal.
Mm-hmm.
And also there's some color on there as well. I think it's like a green. It's like green paint.
But why was she glowing? Did the game just have a glitch, or am I supposed to meet someone as Ellis now? Let's beat Ellis and try to meet Zach again, I guess.
Ellis. I'm Ellis.
This is one of many painted leaden plates from the Khazars, and it's 1,000 years old.
No.
And it's
No.
It's not people hugging. It's not combat. It's actually a man grabbing the heart.
Okay, Zach.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Well, I mean, that's kind of quite a...
Violet?
I think we should break up. I need to talk about Ellis Monroe.
What have you been doing with Ellis Monroe?
What haven't I been doing? What have you heard?
The tarot readers have predicted that she's the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to fool around?
No, I do not. I've got more important things to do, Zach.
I think we should break up.
No.
He thought back to the day he volunteered for a top-secret project. His location. When he those words, undisclosed location, he had assumed the location would be somewhere on Earth. Instead, he found himself on the moon. Dr. Dimitri Sheffield, an expert in the field of archaeology, hadn't had a breath of fresh air in 8 months.
Why do I feel like there's
This,
something I'm
combined with the
missing?
moon's low gravity, a lack of sunlight, the station's depressing food pastes, and the project's mounting work pressure, had gone so far to affect his physical appearance. He had even started to avoid mirrors in fear
Well, since I tossed it, I can't.
than any living being. But the work kept him going.
Okay, well, Zach, I guess, is done now, for now. Oscar.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Or was it night? It was hard to tell up. Dimitri boarded the elevator to the exit, as he had been doing for the last 8 days. He was the elevator by the other 3 members of his scientific team. Ian Remington, Dr. Hanako Yutani, and Dr. Wolfgang Whitfield
Okay, so
were all experts
Oscar's
in their
listed
fields,
everyone he can
those
for
being
now.
paleontology, linguistics, and exobiology respectively.
Go to my room. I was just the sheriff, wasn't I?
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
But neither could it have been man-made. The hole was drilled or otherwise created over a million years ago, before the dawn of the first man.
Here we go, maybe. No?
About their mystifying discovery.
Okay, Lexi
and
and
the 4 scientists knew there was much more to be done. The plan then was
Ellis?
Down the hole in order to determine how much deeper it went.
No.
Much to Dimitri's growing frustration. Wonder if the pit even had a bottom. What they would find there, if it did. Is it really wise to send more probes down the hole?
On PlayStation
Dimitri
or on
asked
Steam?
as they went over their plans. The 3 other scientists looked at him.
Are there literally that many games? Well, I gave you a short list.
Hello.
Shantae
I'm
and
Violet.
Artifacts.
I'm Violet.
Oh, and you should really look at The Last Campfire.
Dimitri blurted out.
I
We
might
could send a
stream
person
it,
down
but
there.
it's by the people that made
Then, again without thinking,
one
of us perhaps.
No Man's Sky, but it's not at all
eyed
like
him
No
with
Man's
concern.
Sky.
Not sure that's wise,
It's adorable.
said Dr. Remington, clearly echoing the thoughts of scientists. His frustration with and his eagerness for that prompted him to volunteer, much to the surprise of the others. I will, he insisted. I'll do it. The 3 scientists
But
all
that
looked at each other,
includes
silently
DLC
wondering if
and
Dimitri
like
had gone crazy, but they were too tired, too drained to
What's the
argue.
word?
Well,
Like in-game currency.
Dr. Whitfield conceded with a sigh. If you're really that sure about it. The others offered no protest.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
I mean, there must be some games that have in-game currency. Fall Guys. Although they might not have a sale on
Startled
it.
by the sudden voice in his ear, he'd almost forgotten about the...
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
Dr. Yutani checked in with him at regular intervals to confirm that their communication was still working, and to notify him of the depth of his descent.
What is it, Ray?
I have a...
You do enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us. Maybe Ellis should stay with Chief Dupont. Maybe Ellis should stay with us.
With our track record.
Oh, the order
if she
is
gets
always
killed
completely
anywhere near
crazy.
us, we'll be sent to jail, whether we did it or not.
That's cold.
I know it seems harsh, but without us, who's saving the rest of the world?
The small hope that Dr. Yutani and the others could still hear him, but secretly...
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So, Ellis Monroe.
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really? Well, what's Sam going to do?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What other ways?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
You're going to have a field day with this. I'll be sure to get some pictures for you. Dimitri, fully unknown heights, from a pouch on his belt. On his helmet suddenly went out. It's too dark now to take a photo,
now
but
rain is done.
Dimitri reached into another pouch and carefully took out a pencil and a piece of paper.
I can't be done as myself. Let's go with Braun again.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
So used to the sound of the scratching pencil that it still lingered in his head.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Is it really? Can it predict the murderer? No. Of course not. You'd have done that already.
He swore he heard laughter coming from down below. As Dimitri's heart was turned inside out, he tried climbing up the rope in a panic.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Ellis?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
A few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them? Killing them? Restraining them?
If we lock up the killer until Mercury tells us Ellis is safe, that could work. But who is the killer?
Ellis. Zach. Violet. Oscar. Sam. Chief Dupont. Rain. Sam.
You don't really think that, do you? God, I suppose it could be. Okay, let me have a think.
He's made at other lunar sites. Dr. Utani was able to create a rough translation of the word, or rather something that approximated its meaning. Punishment for the... Yes. As people of science, they... disturbing it was that, to the civilization that came up with this word, curiosity was a constant...
Who did I just... I guess we should switch to Lexi now.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
Well, I'm still not sure what I need to do to trigger the next hour.
Intently.
So I'll just...
The whispers had stopped.
I mean, I don't think that matters anyway.
Dimitri wondered how the light could be on if his room was... Hands against his eyes, trying hopelessly to rub the blood. The horror, as he came to the terrifying realization that he had gone blind. He stumbled out of bed. His bare feet touched the cold. Made his way to the door. He searched for the handle, opened the door, and stumbled into the hallway. Help!
So I
He stammered.
think Lexi's
Somebody
done
help!
for now.
No one answered. He continued into the common area of the base, which he knew to be consistently occupied by crew members returning from their shifts.
Okay, go to my room, return to my cell.
Sir, he noticed another presence in the room. He could hear them breathe. Tried again. I can't see. I think I'm blind. Why? Without knowing what came over him, Dimitri, like a frustrated child, "Please help me!" stopped and changed into a deeply unsettling guttural sound. Dimitri was about to turn around and run into what sounded like a held back by doubt,
okay, so the
but compelled by
only
curiosity,
thing I
he
haven't
approached the source
asked
of
is
the
to
sound.
ask Violet about the
He reached out his hand,
abductions.
but no one was there.
Unless there's a
Dimitri was
character
both perplexed
that
and overcome by a
missed.
frightful.
So I guess we're going to be a complete dick about this.
It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on.
Experimented on?
They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness, and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
In reality, it all felt the same to him. He quickly searched.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August.
Finally.
Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Next chapter.
Or punishment? Added Dimitri.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her?
Are you and Monroe close?
We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things.
Are you romantically involved with her?
Heavens, no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all.
Anyone hate Monroe?
Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea.
Poe and Monroe?
Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
That's
Don't tell me
actually
you
the
haven't
title
heard
of the
it,
new game.
Detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about.
What is the Free Radio Project?
Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house.
How can she afford free radio?
I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course.
I mean, an electronics store would probably want to get rid of radios. That's not the most popular media in the 2020s or the 2010s, whenever this was made. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I played it over a year ago, so it was probably made in the 2010s. Anyway, do you know Dorota?
We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger?
A tarot reading predicted it.
Tarot? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
Yes. Where were you last night?
On air. Much of our broadcast is pre-recorded, but we always do the hourly news live.
Tell me about August.
You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August?
No, tell me more.
The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened.
What really happened?
It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one.
Go on.
They slaughtered everyone. Men, women, and children.
No.
All dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in.
Is he wearing contacts? Where is the mass grave?
No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten.
It looks like he's wearing contacts.
It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
People that this listener perceives as dangerous to them, and never falling, and then never hitting, falling and never hitting the water. I mean,
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Okay. Let's turn into... Wait. Oscar's missing. Hang on. Sheriff, Violet, Braun, Rain, Lexi, Ellis, Zach. Oscar was supposed to be here, but now there's only Poe. Let's turn into Poe.
I'm Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
Or maybe you do.
I hardly ever.
Actually,
I mean, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, there is. The stakes are high.
But what else do you need?
Oh yeah, you need to balance. You need the balance.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So what the typebook refers to is actually the balance in your life.
Oh,
now you were exactly spot on actually about the sharks being something negative.
But
Alice.
John, I'm gonna be fine.
I think from what you said about your dream is that hard to keep your life back and to avoid the negative.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Okay, bye. That's a lot of video games.
And you said that the sharks don't seem to notice you because you're just carrying on as normal. But Marek, what I'd like to say to you is that maybe you're worrying too much about these negative people. If what you're doing is a positive thing.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Marek, you need to take a step back, I think, in this case.
Very good.
Thank you for your dreams.
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. Elle, we must finish what we started.
Nope.
Okay, hang on. Let me just... Okay. I'm cheating.
Us. Our love. I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to leave her. I know I keep saying it, but this time, I really do mean it. Are you ready to spend the rest of your life with me, no matter its length?
No. Yes?
Elle, I fell in love with you the first day we met. You ripped out my heart, diced it into pieces, and reshaped it in your form. I will always be yours, forever. Elle. Will you marry me?
Yes!
Elle, I love you.
Trophy earned. Put a ring on it.
You don't know how happy you've made me.
I am
My
creating
angel.
so much drama.
My absolute angel.
For all
Are
these
you
people.
really married?
Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is. Tomorrow, I will tell her about us. And I will leave her. Another heart broken, another family destroyed, another villainous father.
Is your wife gonna kill me? How long have we been together?
Since the day you arrived, my angel, how could any red-blooded man resist you?
Past the bridge, past the nearly...
Alice, do you have the amethyst?
What amethyst?
Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the buyer for?
Poe's pendant?
Oh.
Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer would have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
Ever present. Till the sickness spread, the prepare for the moment when she would finally cut her strings and fly. There was a process to this. The young, susceptible, high-risk have a home for the demon in their heart.
Okay, go to my room. Poe.
I'm Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
I think that's just supposed... If that's what you meant by glitchy, I think that's supposed to be glitchy because it
He
indicates
whispers
that
in
we're,
the heart
like...
of his host until there would be nothing left, and only the fall
What's the word?
would quiet
Not synchronizing.
infect someone
like...
else. That girl.
There's a word
that
for this.
First girl, she was no
Calibrating.
different. She was nearly the...
I'm sorry, can I help you?
I've just moved in next door.
It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid.
Really? Anything I can help with?
No, not really.
game until she got to her lonely, near every night after. When she finally enough of the burning in her chest, the weight on
Go to my room. Actually, hang on.
whispers around her hollowed out heart.
Cab.
He gave her a
Chief? No. Sack?
made her decision.
Ellis?
How long have we been together now?
On the radio? I started at Radio August about 2 years ago. Why?
No, I mean, romantically. Do you want me to leave my wife?
I only want you to do what makes you happy. I'll be waiting for you either way.
Why didn't you tell me about Dorota?
What didn't I tell you about Dorota?
That you were sleeping with her. I'm giving you a chance to tell me now.
Can't we talk about this another time? It's just that it's late, and I'm about to get murdered. I thought you'd come to put your arms around me and tell me everything was going to be all right.
We need to talk about this now.
Okay, I'm gonna put my arms around you and tell you it's gonna be alright. Or stab you. No? No stab you. Not yet.
Stay at the radio, Poe. Sam's taking care of me now. I'm gonna be saved. Didn't you know? I love you.
I love you.
There was more. Pills don't work very well. Gotten sick, was taken to the hospital before the pills tore apart her liver. The doctors, the ones who cared enough to see the signs, helped her.
Go to my room. So I think I missed my chance to both have Zach take naked pictures of me and to kick him in the nuts. But I might be wrong. But apparently it's not Ellis he wants naked pictures of, so let's try Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
She was dead. The demon had outgrown his host, gotten too big for her poor soul to bear, tore her apart.
No.
Little bedfellow.
Oh? No.
Quite spreading.
Alice?
Violet, I'm actually a bit tied up at the moment. Well, in danger, actually.
They paraded her face on posters, told her tragic story, painted the town.
Go to my room. Return to me.
Fed the other demons, gave them a bigger home, a louder voice.
You said Poe is a good friend.
I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend.
And just friends?
What do you know, Sam?
Poe says you've been romantic for 2 years.
It's true. A girl likes to keep her options open. What if someone new were to turn up in town? And I realize that I like them more.
Okay, let's go, I like you too.
Then save me, Sam. You'll be richly rewarded.
Zach says you're selling Poe's pendants.
It's not what it sounds like. Dorota lost her scholarship. She said it was an administrative error. She showed me the letter and everything.
This must be chapter 5 because the trophy for we're getting married says chapter 5. You lied to me about Zach.
No, I didn't. I told you he'd asked to take pictures of me. You never asked if we were selling a pendant together.
What's Dorota got to do with the pendant?
The money was for her, Sam, so she could have her dream of being a cellist. I wanted her to have her dream. It doesn't matter now.
Does Poe know?
No. Not exactly. I told him I was in trouble with credit cards, and he offered to bail me out. I asked if I could have one of his artifacts. And of course he gave it to me.
Who is it as? Both of them. Both the kick him in the nuts and the Lexi. Oh, I fucked that up, I guess, when he gave me the vodka. Oscar kicks him in the nuts. So the deal with Zach.
It's off. I said I'd pose for some photos, but that's it. I used to be a burlesque dancer, so I don't mind showing my body, but Zach's not getting a private show. Not now.
You delivered a radio to the guest house.
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
Maybe she was jealous.
Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
You are having an affair with a married man. I mean, I'm gonna piss her off over this.
I didn't steal Poe. He gave himself to me.
The cavalry.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news.
What have you got on Rain?
Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record.
What did he do?
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts.
Oh.
About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer.
So lock him up.
Door's behind you.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's
that
your
was quick.
August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Violet, man.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Alice Monroe?
Send an officer to her house.
I'll send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. So be extra vigilant.
What do you mean you're sticking me with Danny?
What's wrong with Danny?
Danny is basically doing out a scream. I'm a sitting duck. Isn't there anyone else?
Chief DuPont?
Chief DuPont? The only thing I've ever seen him run after is an ice cream truck. Fine. Danny it is. I just hope you know what you're doing.
I do. Trophy urn chicken. I hope she doesn't get killed. I genuinely feel bad if she gets killed.
Sam, where the hell are you? On the road? Come up to the station, now. Danny's disappeared and Alice is dead.
No!
She's been strangled, Sam. How the hell did we let that happen? I guess you tried. She had the same gold coin in her mouth. Looks like we've definitely got a serial killer now.
Dang it.
It's 11 o'clock. My good friend and co-host Alice Munro has died. Her life was ended a short while ago by, we think, the same person who murdered Dorota Shaw.
I think
I know
this is
that you are
interfering with the
shocked,
police
devastated,
investigation.
heartbroken by this
Dude.
news. As am I. There is nothing more I can say. I hope you will join me now in a minute's silence to remember Alice Munro. I have no more words.
I feel kind of bad about that one.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you.
I'm the killer?
We can't predict that. The next victim, it's you. I'm sorry.
Why me?
I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Oh, with the touching.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
I don't want a hint. I want to be wrong or right, all on my own. Okay. I don't know if all of these people can be the killer. I know that it was Zack the first time I played it, but that doesn't mean it can't be Zack again. I could be the killer. Oscar left town, but we do know he was. I mean, I guess it's verified by the other people at the football field that he was playing football. Braun could be Lexi. I think there's a trophy you can only get if Rain is the killer. I know that Zack and Rain can be the killer, but I don't know who else can be. Okay. Yes, tell me out of these people on the list who can be the killer. I will happily accept that spoiler. Because if we're wrong, I'm gonna die and that's a trophy. It's only 3 of them. So Zack, Rain, and Poe. I think Zach, Rain, and Poe. For some reason, I don't think any of the women can be the killer. I don't know why. I just don't. Oh? Well, we are gonna guess that Oscar is the killer. No, that's too obvious. Gonna guess that Braun is the killer.
That's what I thought, remember? But she was logged into that tarot reading service and her story checked out. So, no?
No? Okay, Poe.
What have you got on Poe, other than that he was broadcasting live last night when Dorota was killed? It's not Poe, is it? Think, Sam. Think.
I mean, Poe could be faking the pre-recording.
She doesn't have a motive, Sam. No priors. I don't think it's her. Are you sure there's not someone else who fits better?
Let me pick Lexi. I'm not sure. Are there any hints in the story as to who it is? Because I'm pretty sure I just guessed when I said Zach last time. But I think I remember the rain thing before. I think you're the killer.
This is serious, Sam. I'm going to lose my patience in a minute.
Okay, I guess not.
Fine. Are you sure? Fine. Okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up. We'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did.
Oh, okay.
Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
2:14, the end.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive.
What about the next victim?
There is no next victim. Violet's locked up. She's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with
Well,
us, please. We could really use someone like you, and...
That's not what I meant to have happen.
Will you?
Isn't there a trophy for getting the wrong person put in jail? And a trophy for getting killed? God damn it. I didn't mean to actually be good at the game. Sure.
Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful.
Oh, okay.
Let's finish packing and we can
So
leave
that's
this
what
afternoon.
you can only do if it's
Sam,
rain.
Thank
Right.
you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you.
Oh,
That's
we
it.
didn't even
That's
have
all I
a
wanted to say.
flirty.
It's out there now. We can get on with our lives.
That's a nice thing to say.
I see. Nice thing. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Heart wants what it wants. Perhaps you should go for a while so I can have a little cry. I'll be okay though.
I have a dress like that. Actually, I have two dresses
Sam.
like that.
You're safe. Thank Christ.
Will everyone please stop hugging me without my
sorry.
consent?
I don't know where that came from.
Kiss him? Well, he hugged me without consent. Fuck yes, I'm kissing him.
Well, Sam, I didn't think... Well, this changes things.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame. You were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August.
Thanks, Chief.
And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
So I managed to
I
catch
am
the
Dorota.
killer twice.
I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time.
2018.
I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you?
No.
Because you did well.
Oh.
And you know what happens when you do well?
No.
Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
Enter secret debriefing.
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human?
No.
Do you have feelings?
Yes.
Splendid. Do plants have feelings?
Yes.
It hasn't worked. It's stuck in compliance mode. Can we get someone in here, please?
Oh no. Dang it. There's apparently a trophy for getting all Dorota videos, but I don't know how that's supposed to work. Maybe I need to replay the game and get the end credits thing multiple times? I don't even remember getting that the first time I beat the game. But I feel like I must have. Oh, Sack in Chapter 3. Okay. Well, we did do a little better. And you were reintroduced to Poe and Monroe. So Monday, we're skipping from Film Friday to Movie Monday. And we're gonna do at least one of the 6 chapters in Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Oh dear. Is that the video that we just saw Sack show on his phone there? How dare. That does not look like a woman enjoying herself, though. But yes, we're back on Monday with Poe and Monroe. In a parallel timeline, of course, where she didn't die, or in a prequel. Ah, okay. We'll continue discussing trophies elsewhere, because I'm trying to close the stream. It's been 3.5 hours, and my headache hasn't budged, and I want to get a nap. But thank you for hanging out. Again, Monday, Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Have a great weekend. Bye.